I'm Richard Gleiks. I'm the president of Azione Unlimited, and we're going to have a roundtable discussion on Apple. Now, we all know it's low margin, and what I'd like to do is have you all sit there and talk as a group about how you can use it to make margin. So have at it, and we'll get back and get your answers in 15 minutes. All right, so the topic is Apple is low margin. How do you use it to make margin? And we're going to go table by table, and we'll start with table number, whatever, right here, number 2.
Okay, we all know that Apple products are cool and they provide great services to our clients, but everybody here pretty much runs down to the Apple store, picks up an Apple TV at $99 and an iPad, and they turn around and sell it to their customer at around the same price. They all know what the pricing is, so how do we make this profitable? One thing is to make sure to add the accessories to it. So whether it's a nice DAC to go on the other side of the iPad, or make sure you have nice cables with it, and bring the whole selling, the whole sales up in margin that way. Another thing is to add labor onto it. Some people don't seem to mind paying a little bit of labor, especially if it's hidden in another part of the proposal. But a little extra time to set that guy up. Also, make sure to program it for every iPhone or iPad that you get. You set up an app or download a program to, or a license of some sort. Make sure to charge for each and every single one of those. Also use it you can use it to upsell other items, whether that's the network, or a great item, or a great thought too is saying, well, being you already have iPads, you don't need to get touch screens, and or there's a less expensive way of doing your automation. Well, maybe now you should be thinking about that lighting control. And so use that lower dollar of an iPad versus a touch screen, but use that to sell other items in the automation system.
All of us as custom integrators trying to make a little money on Apple product, it's selling all the accessories that go with it. Selling what we've kind of called a handling fee or a procurement fee if you're going to be delivering that product to them. We know there's not much margins on it, so add that in. It's a service that we charge for some setup and training. We have to be able to recoup those monies somewhere. Selling all the accessories that go with it, some of the connectivity, all the legacy systems out there, the component video, there's that add-on for the HDMI to component video converter that's always needed. So some of the training and just that handling charges.
Hi, I'm Noah Kaplan, and what we decided is definitely that everybody obviously understands the interface of Apple and the delivery system of Apple, and our job is simply to provide the most amazing experience around those products.
I think for us too, it boils down to attachment sales. Aaron's here from Access Networks, so of course the network's very important. Making sure you have stable Wi-Fi without things dropping off are important. A lot of our clients have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 iPads and they're mobile iPads. So network's important, and I think it's a gateway to talk about an enterprise level network. Launch ports, TrueFig, I mean, these are all things that we can add on that we haven't really typically thought about, and there's a lot of margin in those things, so definitely makes sense.
A lot of money can be made, or I should say a lot of money can be made through Apple, not by, in all the ways we've talked about, but because it can save us money and make us better sellers. The iPad revolutionizing our business, and different members of us have done a better or not as good a job, and we can all do better, and making use of the iPad in the ways that we already know, sales, going out to customers with an iPad that can show what we can do for our customers, but also there are all sorts of apps to show how you can face a window and see when the sun's going to come in for shade sales. There are all sorts of things that we can use the iPad particularly to do a better job on the sales, even operations and how we generate contracts, send them back to the home office. there's a lot of money to be made by increasing our efficiency using Apple products.
You're talking about ways to get money out of Apple. And different ways of getting money out of Apple is buying the product and using it, making the systems look like they're easier to use. Everybody's got an iPhone or an iPad, so used for home control systems. But if you really want to make a lot of money out of Apple,
How you use Apple to make margin is by showing everything that you're making margin on, which is an Apple. So you use Apple apps and show product. You don't want to carry around receivers, speakers, matrix systems. Just show them how it works on your Apple device.
Yeah, there's the basics of just selling the accessories around the product, but we're talking about doing a service charge for providing the project or the product. So if we're going to go to the Apple store and get something for them, why not charge $79 to do that? Lots of times clients are just not interested in, they want turnkey solution. And then of course the labor for installation.
If this is on YouTube, I have to say it. If you want to make Apple more profitable, you buy Android. So that's just my take. But the question was how to make Apple more profitable. And what we came up with is personal device services. Use Apple as an opportunity. I don't believe our clientele will stand in line 2 hours to have someone at the Genius counter tell them how to use their device. So be their guy. Be able to set the device up for them. And for me, I see that as an opportunity to continue a relationship you've already started when you sold them a system. It's also an opportunity to bring in a new clientele, their friends, their family members that may not know what you do, and it exposes your business to a new customer, and that could be profitable for you. The second thing we said was come up with focused accessories. And I've heard accessories mentioned around the room, and I want to throw focused in there because now if you go into the big yellow price tag place, you'll find an entire aisle devoted to headphones, an entire aisle devoted to speaker docks. The selection now is the hindrance. It's so large and massive, and from $50 to $500, which one is the right dock to buy? I think that there's an opportunity there to do what we've done in every other category, which is have a very focused selection of better goods, the right goods, 2 or 3 items that we recommend, be able to explain why we recommend them, and be able to be profitable with that amount of inventory. The last thing we said was ongoing system integration. Make sure that your clientele knows that you're an Apple expert and that you can take the new device, because we see customers, for most of us, we see a customer on a 3 or 5 year basis when something breaks or they need something else. But almost everybody's upgrading their phone annually, every year or 2 at the least. They're buying a new tablet very frequently, so it's just one more opportunity for you to get back in their home, get back into their life, and tell them what's new in your business and what next greatest thing just came in that they have to come check out at your storefront or at your shop. So those are the ways that we thought we could make Apple profitable.
One of the things is to invite the people over from your local Apple store down to your showroom and have them take a look at what you're doing with their products, how you're getting it onto the TV, how good you can make it sound, and how you can integrate it into your integration systems.
And how many of you all have your salespeople armed with iPads? Raise your hand. And how many of them have iPhones? Raise your hand. Okay, cool. And you know what you can do is you can download all your proprietary materials. Their price lists, vendor spec sheets, etc. can be downloaded onto your iPhone or onto iPads, and you can show them while you're in client's house. So anyway, great roundtable. Thanks so much.